While I move to the production side of the next big video essay, I want to give some exposure to a game that I've recently fallen quite head over heels for. Whether this is your introduction to the title, or it gave you the wrong first impression when you first saw it, let me clarify that Noid 2 is one of the finest 3D platforming games that I've played in quite some time. Developed by a close-knit group of designers, artists and programmers in the space of a month, and created to meet the criteria of a game ahead of its time. For the new Jam City Games Jam, Noid 2 not only exceeds the quality of projects born from these limitations, but even the games you could draw the closest comparisons to. Designed to emulate the aesthetic of much beloved PlayStation platforming games, the finesse of the controls and their implementation of the world have the confidence of modern titles. Taking Prince of Persia's wall run, Mario 64's wall kick, and the hook and swing mechanics of its own flavour, these abilities are all tweaked and then combined together to create a control scheme that incentivizes momentum. When you chain these moves together in perfect tandem, no other game I can think of quite matches the sensation of mastery you feel, both during and after these runs. Levels are fortunately designed in such a way that walls and hooks will both naturally guide you and give you plenty of opportunities to chain these moves together. Levels are designed in a naturally unlinear way, with your hook ability allowing you to pull on switches and blocks, and progression broken up behind locked doors. Platforming and puzzles are perfectly balanced in levels to show every possible solution your small selection of moves can solve. The final boss in particular puts an additional spin on your hook's utility that I wish even had a little bit more time to shine. Finally, the game's look and sound does a lot to pay both homage to games from 2 decades prior, yet with the sophistication of modern trends. Levels are a little barren, yet pop with cute visual flair. Character models are simple but have a lot of personality to them. The writing is quirky, though might not be to everyone's taste. And the music is both period appropriate and utterly infectious, with many of its tracks burned into my waking thoughts. Finally, a dab is mapped to the right trigger. A design masterstroke on par with analog movement and over-the-shoulder aiming. The game isn't without some issues. The platform has problems inherent to a quick development turnaround, and some puzzles in particular are so challenging that it makes you wonder whether they ventured outside the development circle when being quality tested. However, the sheer amount of ideas in play, the confidence of which they're pulled off, the finesse of the control scheme, and not to mention the package that ties it all together, makes this a game worth celebrating. It's free to download from itch.io. It will only take an hour or more to complete, but the depth of the controls encourages replays to both clean up and speed up your playtime. Its equally as excellent soundtrack is also available to grab from Bandcamp. Appropriate links are in the description below. If you're a fan of control schemes that encourage experimentation and inspire anticipation for further context of their use, I can't promote the game more than enough. I hope that in the not too distant future, the team behind the game returns to Noid 2 to fully flesh out its potential, and perhaps even turn it into one of the genre's finest.